Attack on Titan chapter 87. Bro, let's continue the tales of the snitch. Alright guys, so this chapter was pretty dope. Bro, we got so much stuff in this chapter. Honestly, the one thing I like about Attack on Titan is that even though it's a monthly release, we always get a lot of information, well, at least of late, about what's going on in the whole story for Attack on Titan. So basically, we start off this chapter by seeing Grisha getting tortured, man. Dude, one thing I really love about this manga is that they do not hold back. They are completely brutal. If you pay close attention, you just see this dude's fingers get snipped off. He tells them everything they want to know, and they still decide to cut this dude's fingers off. I don't know about y'all, but seeing someone's fingers get snipped off like that, bro, like paper, like they didn't even care. He literally told them everything they wanted to know, and they still tortured the hell out of them. What was really the meat and potatoes of this chapter, the freaking main dish, is when they got to the walls, the island where all the Eldians had been exiled to and then turned to Titans. And then those are the Titans that we see, you know, walking around the outsides of those walls. But you know, the way things developed, part of me saw it coming at some point in this chapter, and part of me was just like, whoa, what's gonna happen next? Because I mean, obviously in this flashback, the main character is Grisha, and we know what he's capable of, and we saw what he became. And so I figured, okay, he's got to escape somehow. How is it gonna happen? It's either he's got someone on the inside, because they started mentioning the owl again, you know, the owl that no one's ever seen his face. They started mentioning him again, and I kind of saw it coming the moment the guy was kind of just stalling. You know, that one guy that was next to him before he was supposed to be supposedly pushed off the edge of the wall. We saw it coming. We saw it coming, you know. But what was really difficult to deal with was the fact that, you know, that one fat dude, he's just being completely inhumane. You know, he doesn't even consider those people, you know, human, just because they have those genes inside them that allow them to be affected by the spinal juices. That's crazy though. I really like how this chapter gave us some insight on the whole Titan transformation itself. You know, I figured that they had to manufacture this juice or whatever, but it seems like possibly they may be able to in the future just, you know, extract some of the spinal fluids from the Titans that they face, and maybe even make more Titans, because from what we've seen in this chapter, everybody that we're familiar with in this series is able to be affected by, you know, those fluids, just because they're descendants of the goddess. But yeah, this chapter was really crazy though, because we finally get to see the identity of that Titan that killed Erens' mom. That's crazy. So you're telling me that Grisha's first wife basically killed his second wife day one of the series? That is freaking crazy. There's no way it was by chance. I mean, come on. You really think that with her last words being that she's going to be able to find him even as Titans, do you really think that it was by chance that she was at Erens' house on the first episode or first chapter? Come on, man. Don't play with me. That was not by chance. And it's so funny because you can tell that she did Erens' mom dirty, because she's just like, man, that's my man. And she just bit her on the head. And she had a smile too. That's terrible, man. Honestly though, I love the fact that they had that and they kept it, because that was definitely planned. The fact that freaking smiling Titan is Grisha's freaking wife, that is freaking crazy. Just damn. Probably pissed because Grisha never came back and looked for her and freaking moved on and started a whole new family. But hey, honestly, with the stuff that happened to Grisha, I wouldn't want to come back to that family either, because when you birth a snitch like that, It must be the mom's genes. But anyways, guys, yeah, I know this chapter was freaking dope. I just loved the freaking way the owl kicked that fat dude off the cliff. He was just asking for it. You see this in Attack on Titan all the time, where there's always that one guy that will keep talking mess, they get cocky, they look down on you, and then they end up getting wrecked. They just look. All they can do is keep quiet. Oh, I just loved watching the entertainment of him getting chewed up, since he wants to talk all that mess, bro. But yeah. And did anybody else think that the guy that goes under the alias as Owl kind of looks like Eren's transformation? It's probably because their physical resemblance. You know, they're obviously going to transform into a Titan that looks like their human forms. This chapter was freaking crazy. Honestly, I can't wait for the next chapter. Tell me, guys, what you guys think in the comment sections down below about finding out that the freaking smiling Titan is actually Grisha's ex-wife. Honestly, though, I just started going crazy because I was like, no freaking way. And the fact that at that moment in the flashback, Eren woke up screaming, oh my gosh. But you know what I'm really looking forward to? Just seeing Zeke later on in this series, because I have a feeling that that's not the last that we see of Zeke. He might end up being one of those freaking Titans that, you know, are at that higher level status, and we might see him later on. And so it's gonna be really interesting to see a showdown between Eren and his half brother. I'm really looking forward to it, because honestly, with the way the story is being told, I wouldn't be surprised if they had a character device like that just waiting to be put to use. I'm really looking forward to it. Attack on Titan is a really good manga. Share it around. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, please like the video, subscribe, leave a comment down below about what you think is going to happen in the next chapter. Thank you for watching, and peace out.